Alô? Alô, alô?
Life is as ephemeral as dew on a leaf, and full of what will strike.
Alô? Ah, tá com delay, entendi. Alô, alô? Ok. Acho que já posso ir então, né? É isso.
Life is as ephemeral as dew on a leaf.
Talvez aumentar um pouquinho o volume do jogo.
Life is as ephemeral as dew on a leaf, and full of what will strike.
Tá, vou fazer diários aqui e depois atirar na Aglaea.
Work today is broken. We're all working in too many disconnected apps, and it's killing team productivity. But for the first
Life is
time,
as ephemeral.
there's a platform that fixes it by combining everything you need. Projects, chat, and knowledge in one place. It's all powered by the world's
Let's
most
do it.
complete work AI, so you can find answers from anywhere and get work done faster. Introducing ClickUp, the everything app for work.
A 99 e a Me Poupe se juntaram para levar para você um curso gratuito de finanças.
Eu vejo depois se conseguir. Pode vai ser uma má ideia tendo chegado na vez.
Serenity is before me.
Here is thunder. Show no mercy.
Down, farewell.
Bom, parece que tá de boa, né?
Guide you on your path.
Por enquanto.
Is pitiless.
Tá rodando de boa, pelo que eu tô vendo aqui. A posição. A qualidade.
Show no mercy.
Vê que tá bem. Não esperava por isso.
Serenity is before me.
Here is thunder.
Harmony and unison.
Show no mercy.
Down, farewell. Watch over guide you on your path.
Here, there's thunder. Show no mercy.
Serenity is before me.
Conflict is pitiless.
To doubt farewell.
Here, there's thunder. Show no mercy. Conflict is pitiless.
Spend freely. Serenity is before me. Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Show no mercy. Here, there's thunder.
Doors echo.
Conflict is pitiless.
Isso aqui é farm pra tribe quando ela chegar.
All together.
Não vou pegar a Aglaea nessa conta aqui, porque já tem um Acheron e de Juan. Um terceiro DPS de raio, né? Na conta. Pelo menos por enquanto.
Conflict is pitiless.
Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Show no mercy.
It's on me. Bust. Or
Seria
maybe
total
take it off.
desperdício gastar gema com um terceiro DPS de raio.
Here, there's thunder. Conflict is pitiless.
Serenity is before me.
Here, there's thunder. Show no mercy. Conflict is pitiless.
Spend freely. To doubt farewell. Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Show no mercy. Here, there's thunder.
É isso, por enquanto sem chat acho que é assim mesmo, né? Ficar mais calado, sem interação. Vou só jogando aqui, se aparecer por algum motivo alguém, aí já vou falar. Vamos ver, acho que eu terminei as diárias aqui na conta, né? Depois eu tenho que fazer as quests nessa conta aqui também. Já fiz todo o endgame dessa conta. Não tem mais o que fazer aqui hoje não. Quando for o banner da tribo, atirar nessa conta aqui. Ficar mais calado, sem interação. Só trocar aqui de conta rapidinho. E pra secundária para começar de verdade o jogo. Essa conta atrasada que eu tava sem computador. Perdi algumas coisas no início. Mas não é muita coisa não. Dá pra ficar de boa. Não vou enrolar muito, né? Eu vou tirar logo de cara. Ainda falta meia hora pra pegar isso aqui. Então tá, vamos lá, né? Tá no 50-50. Não tem muito tiro. E conforme for jogando, pegando mais tiro na conta aqui, eu vou atirando. Ainda hoje. Vamos lá, tem alguma coisa pra pegar aqui? Parece que não. Tá com 20 tiros só. Deve dar 40 praticamente. Vamos lá. Será que ela vem de cara? Ah, não brilhou. Nem lembro quais são os T4 estão em banner. Ah, Rania. Tem a Rania, Susheng e Tingyun. Acho que a Tingyun pode ser útil. A Rania também. Acho que dá pra pegar um tiro aqui, né? Pra economizar ali. Já. Vamos lá. Mais 10. Brilhou. Será? Quando aparece o símbolo na tela já é bem grande o spoiler, né? Dá pra saber de cara pelo caminho novo. É ela. Nossa, não acredito que ela veio tão cedo. E obviamente eu vou tentar o cone de luz, né? Afinal não tem cone de luz free to play direito pra ela. Ó, uma Ting 1 ainda. Nice, ela veio muito cedo, nossa. Bora lá, cone de luz. Quem sabe vencer isso daqui, né? Não brilhou. Por um segundo pensei que ia brilhar. Dance, bom cone. Pode ser bem útil no futuro. Vamos lá, né? Por enquanto, últimos 10. E não brilhou ainda. Acho que o cone de luz está zerado de bit. Talvez demore um pouco para brilhar. Opa, já veio o cone da recordação. 2. Outro dance. É, foi sorte isso aqui, hein? Até. 3 cones, T4. Tem mais 2 tiros aqui, conforme eu vou juntando 10 em 10, atira, né? Eu acho que tá zerado aqui, que eu atirei de 1 em 1 no banner do Sunday. Deixa eu dar uma olhada. Não, tem pitch 3. Então tá pitch 23 pro cone de luz. Aqui não tem muito o que fazer. Pega isso aqui. Aqui não tem muito o que fazer também agora. E vamos dar uma olhada aqui na Aglaea, né? Por enquanto. Não tem muito que eu posso fazer por ela. Mas dá pra ir upando aqui um pouquinho em pouquinho. Tem bastante material pra upar ela aqui. Vou até deixar acho que 80 de cara. Ah, verdade, eu não farmei isso aqui. Eu não tenho nada do material de Amphoreus, verdade. Não vai dar por enquanto, então, pra usar ela. Mas deixa aqui já Mais ou menos, né? Eu acho que eu também não tenho o conjunto dela ainda, né? Quer dizer, tem um pouquinho ali embaixo, não sei nem de onde que eu tirei, porque eu não lembro de ter farmado. Mas é isso. Talvez tenha farmado sim. Vou botar esse aqui dando crítico. A bota tem que ser velocidade, mas não tem. Por enquanto não tem nada pra ela. Dano de fogo. Fogo, PV, imaginário, gelo, defesa, ataque, quântico. Raio, mas não tem nada. Tem velocidade, qualquer coisa. Já equipa aqui, né? Qualquer coisa. Ou será que talvez ataque seja melhor, né? Bota já ataque mesmo por enquanto. Mas se fosse raio ali seria bom. Físico, gelo, imaginário, defesa de novo. Imaginário. Opa, raio com taxa crítica. Tá bom já. Outro de gelo. Ataque, vento, imaginário, defesa, imaginário, fogo, imaginário, quântico e quântico. Tá de boa. Eita caramba, o que eu faço? Esse aqui era pra Aglaea? Bem provável. Defesa. Esse aqui tem dano crítico, regeneração, efeito de quebra, regeneração de energia. Isso aqui é bom pra ela, né? Regeneração de energia na corda também. Acho que eu tenho que usar o da lincha mesmo. Quer dizer, não precisa botar agora, né? Que eu não vou usar ela, mas vai ser o da lincha com certeza que ela vai usar. Cadê? Aqui. Bom, vamos lá. Ah, sim. Ativar os leitões, né, que pegamos.
In the obscure prophecy of Dream, a star from the heavens has enlightened my path.
Foi da Ting 1 também.
Ah, a visitor. Please let me show you some of our local hospitality.
Acho que não vi mais ninguém, né? Isso aqui só depois. Vamos gastar já a estamina, né? Vou ter que fazer caverna da corrosão. Não, isso aqui não. Onde é que tá? Aqui. Broto da recordação. Era pra estar vindo, né? Material da recordação aqui. Dos bichos de anforos. Já que eu tô farmando os bichos de anforos, eu ia vir, né? Tá de boa, PC? Que demora essa?
Harmony and unity. Stars echo.
Conflict is pitiless.
Tormented doubt, farewell.
Here is thunder. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Here is thunder. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Serenity is before me. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Here is thunder. Show no mercy.
and freely.
Conflict is pitiless.
Doubt farewell.
Here is thunder.
Verdade, não vem material dos bichos. Então acho que a única maneira de farmar por enquanto seria o universo simulado.
Conflict is pitiless.
Serenity is before me. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Here is thunder. Show no mercy.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Conflict is pitiless.
It's on me.
Pra que essa perícia, Aventurini?
Watch your head.
Here is thunder. Show no mercy.
Doubt farewell.
Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Harmony and unison. Stars echo.
Conflict is pitiless.
Serenity is before me. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Here is thunder. Show no mercy. Conflict is pitiless.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Doubt farewell.
Here is thunder. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy. Here is thunder. Conflict is pitiless.
Serenity is before me. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Show no mercy. Here is thunder.
Doubt farewell.
Conflict is pitiless.
Eu enrolei muito, agora eu tenho que fazer a história da rapa, enfrentar os mamaco lá, Bananalândia. Uma das quests mais chatas que teve em StarRail. Sério, nessa conta aqui eu fiz tudo que tinha de história em coisa de um mês. E eu tenho a impressão de que demorou menos tempo pra fazer tudo da nave da Herta até Penacone do que a história da Rapa. Ou será que eu faço o universo divergente primeiro? Acho que eu faço o divergente primeiro, hein? Enrolar mais um pouquinho, né? E aí vai pra história. Dá até pra testar, acho que a Aglaea aqui também. Dá? Dá. Vamos lá. Aglaea, Sunday, Linksha e Robin, né? Não tem muito suporte pra ela. Talvez até tenha problema quando for separar os times. Ela vai ficar com o Sunday, a Fechal vai ficar com a Robin. É. Vai faltar suporte. Mas tá bom. extra. Tem ataque extra no time, sim.
Cut away the heart of strife.
Ah,
Cut away the heart of strife.
ela ataca em batalha. Ah, ela invoca o mesmo espírito já.
I've heard the call. Head out, farewell.
Ok. Aqui. Recordação, resistência. Não tem escudo, pega isso aqui.
A day of peaceful repose.
Tá bom. Nossa, eles estão com 1 de vida, né? Ah, morreram. Então tá. Aqui, eu acho. Pode ser esse aqui também. O que mais tem aqui? Aqui. Tem equações. Tem equações de 3 estrelas. De raridade, uma cura negativa aleatória. Tá bem.
In tight confines, a clash of wills
A
is
day of peaceful repose.
Opa. Sobrou um.
Cut away the heart of strife.
May song bring us victory. Harmony and unison.
This trial is fitting. Serenity is before me.
Countless threads, thus our fates become one.
This mortal will watch over you and guide you on your path.
All light shall be revealed.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Is that fear I sense? So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Head out, farewell. farewell.
A little honesty would do it. All lies should be revealed.
The truth burns clear. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Is that fear I sense? So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Heard the call. Serenity is before me.
All lies should be revealed.
Parece uma boa personagem. Não tem muita luz pra bater, então é isso aqui mesmo. Preservação, quântico e vento. Não tem nenhum desses três aqui na equipe, né? Então o jogo para jogar automático e vamos pra luta. Mortos.
Thus our fates become one.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Doubt farewell.
All lies should be revealed. So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Serenity is before me.
All lies should be revealed.
Ah, ele pegou aquilo. Não pensei direito.
Cut away the heart of strife. Thus our fates become one.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Stars echo.
All lies should be revealed. So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Doubt farewell.
All lies should be revealed. So fragile, like a wisp of silk. Thus our fates become one. All lies should be revealed.
Eu achei que essa boneca tinha problema de energia. Recompensa. Ah, sim. Loja agora não. Pouquíssimo fragmento cósmico.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Thus our fates become one. So fragile, like a wisp of silk. All lies to be revealed.
Doors echo.
Doubt farewell.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk. All lies to be revealed. In tight confines, the clash of wills, avoidable.
A day of peaceful.
Cut away the heart of strife. Thus our fates become one.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Doors echo.
All lies to be revealed.
Serenity is before me.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Time to cleanse the filth.
All lies to be revealed.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Thus our fates become one. Thus our fates become one.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk. All lies to be revealed.
Doubt farewell.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Opa. Abundância, existência, harmonia. Abundância, observação, a recordação. Ah, tá.
A gentle texture and a fine craftsmanship.
Acho que agora dá pra ir em loja. É isso.
A day of peaceful repose.
Isso aqui é cura negativa, não vale a pena pegar. Achei que fosse ficar sem, pelo menos veio aqui no últimozinho.
Incense ascends in. Shall begin.
Cut away the heart of strife.
Star's echo.
Thus our fates become one.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
All lies to be revealed.
Doubt farewell.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Time to cleanse the filth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
The foretold triumph draws nearer.
Tem arquivo salvo ainda, nossa. Só lá aqui em cima.
Misery and bliss, the same no matter where you go.
Nada. Pegar uma tira. Repouso dos gênios. Eu tenho quase mais 2 tiros ali. Bom, agora não tem mais como. Pera, o quê? Eu não tenho que fazer a quest do macaco? Ah, melhor ainda. Posso ir para Anfórios.
Dear nameless.
Amphorius.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. You haven't been with us on the express very long. Will the journey be too much for you?
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion too.
Yeah.
In other words, we...
Or we could...
Verdade, né? Eu não tinha que fazer a quest do Sunday primeiro? Ou eu tô confundindo?
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigation. Is there even any point to doing this? The threat's longer. I mean, look at us. Sudden surge.
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is all? Who knows who's been fanning the flame?
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated.
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. More like...
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have...
I've heard another theory about that family head. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we Pentaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dream.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work, then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty.
And that is exactly why I need you with me.
The only one you can rely on. What about her?
At least she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame.
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you. Eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Pentacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why. Considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts, I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
I see two bloodhounds. What's happening at ID?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat and dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that?
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me.
Holy moly. Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death. When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due.
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out.
I might have gone astray.
And you should also know...
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight. And the same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founders wear your disguises.
That sounds familiar.
What? What are you talking, Mr. 1 Week?
I want to know what's going on in there.
There's...
Aftermath.
You...
Renowned workaholic.
Oh, I see. Coming back to the topic...
What happens if...
It's baffling.
Yeah, that works.
Please, take these notes with you.
You shouldn't have said that.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
So, what?
You could say that. You were taking a walk in hindsight.
You rose through the ranks soon after?
Quite the contrary.
Was that his way?
Perhaps he was just using an approach. This place is no...
Let's see what we have. No consumption of food except for burgers. Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Now let's not worry about it.
No, thank you.
No consumption of...
I have nothing against desserts.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh.
Wait, don't... That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without... Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out. Only casting crew...
And an easy one to tend.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their...
You've been iron-fisted since you were... Wait a sec. If this...
I tried to warn... How do you feel?
Now? I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All when a distorted after echo manifest, then I'll use the power of two.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now? Please do not use the Drain Jolt troop. Please do not use Soul Glad Bottle Cap. The Drain Jolt troop where? Do not discard. This is a...
Children tend to be...
Forget it. I don't even... Something's happening. What is this?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
Oh, there it is. Found it.
Just one moment. I'm afraid you're going to have to
handle this. Wait.
May I remind you that...
Luck's on our... Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens? Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule? They can't be seriously going that far, right? No.
No dirty tricks will bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
Resonate all together. Stars echo.
The fearless knows not fear.
Oh.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Serenity is before me. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Never hesitate!
It's of no consequence. Watch your head. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
The fearless knows not fear. I won't do.
And doubt farewell.
Never hesitate! Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Oh.
Did they have to do that?
Perhaps making... Enough. The location of the destroyer.
is.
Time for it to disappear for good.
Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm not...
That's true. That was sarcasm.
You never forget, Tuck.
You're probably... What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh. It's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But... I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on. Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do. Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along too.
Okay, okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? These ladies?
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms? I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Could there be more to it? Logic, the app... It's a pity we do not... That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of it. So, is it out of goodwill? Looks like this is one...
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask him instead? He knows how to present things logically. Not now. Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting-Yun for a while after separating from the rest.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of...
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but he insisted on us giving it a shot.
What happened?
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. Miss Ting-Yoon ate the candy too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze.
What's your take on
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely that candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time.
Mr. Yang?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going on?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain. I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting-Yoon. Why does...
Let's leave this discussion.
That...
Acho que eu vou só rushar mesmo. A história eu posso ler na minha conta principal depois.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider...
Yours...
It's me! How often do you get... I know.
There.
There does appear to be.
Ah, eu esqueci que mudaram a dubladora da Ting-Yoon, né?
Hey!
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a
Yes, more
the Law Fu. Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Law Fu?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest. Story for an...
I don't have much to go on now.
That sounds... But then again...
You sure have...
These three teams...
So, what do you...
Let's try a different...
Well, don't we sound
The problem with Miss Ting, in other words.
Okay.
At any rate...
Até porque eu tenho que puxar essa história aqui pra poder chegar em Anfúrios, e Anfúrios tem umas 12 horas de história. Não posso ficar aqui o tempo todo. Conte uma Ting-Yoon com a qual seja fácil se comunicar. Tem que ser uma solitária, então?
Yikes!
Não dá pra falar com essa.
I'll take...
Nah.
Even if that...
Vai ter alguma escondida aqui? Não. Caramba, não tá difícil de rodar.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Qual?
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Found her!
It's nothing special.
She ought to...
Worth a try, my lady. If I may.
Before...
not my intention to provoke you.
That is true.
If you still have
there's no...
Are you all right with it?
I go...
Then kindly forgive.
What the... Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Never mind.
Look! It's working!
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Miss Ting-Yoon, you're finally back! You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
O som tá bom, será? Deixa eu dar uma olhada.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as
Parece ser sim.
Don't be afraid. What is this place? No matter what you see, you're not alone. Who and who is that where I came from? And where does this path? That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
The life support pod is ready.
That's great.
You're still trying.
I'm not a genius, so...
Excuse...
Let's see.
This girl... Ting-Yoon...
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again. Who's talking to me? These are...
These are wounds left by the destruction. May have taken root within your body and cannot...
Destruction? Please, who...
I can't go to you. All I can...
You want me to go through here? Do I have to... fight?
There's no need for that. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as...
My... scars? Wait! Is this called... coexisting?
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
Love. The fearless knows not fear.
Or maybe I'll take it off.
The fearless knows not fear.
Oh.
Never hesitate. How are you?
Tormented doubt, farewell.
Forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable. The fearless knows not fear.
It's of no consequence.
Doors echo.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them? The ones from before weren't defeated either.
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die, or bring them with you when you return to the world here.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand.
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path, and only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side. Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start. Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. you'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Who?
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
Are you all right?
Did I pass out?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Panaconi along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Okay. We better hurry then. This is ridiculous. How come I keep bumping into Polly? Shall we keep going then? Did you forget already? Miss Tingyun is going back to the...
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou. So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
No, I already picked up a few gifts earlier. So that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time, so we better not drag our feet.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs for my friends back home. My two friends here are more familiar with the Dreamscape and recommended your shop, so I'm here to take a look.
Why, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead, browse all you like.
First we have Lady Fuxuan of the Divination Commission. What do you think best suits her?
Can you picture her driving? It looks cool, but it's probably not a good idea.
Lady Fuxuan has such refined taste. The Xianzhou really has changed a lot in the time I've been asleep. Let's go with your suggestion. Next is General Jing Yuan. Come to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the planet of festivities. I think the General will like this gift. Finally, we have Lady Bailu of the Alchemy Commission. She loves excitement. That's a good idea. It might be commonplace, but it's still the specialty of Penacony. It would make for an ideal gift to bring home. That's all of them. Please wrap them up for me. Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it looks like we still have some time to spare.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere, but Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts, we can keep them as souvenirs for ourselves.
A souvenir for myself? That's definitely an idea I can get behind. But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop, could I have a word with you two in private? Perhaps somewhere more secluded. I'd like to discuss a personal matter.
Everything you want.
This is a good...
Miss Ting-Yun, what's this about?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank you enough, but there are some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways. Do you two still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
How could we forget? He was so shocked. He was frozen in place when he shouted.
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling in the days since I started traveling with you. When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Phantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Phantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while. I thought you must have come back as a double.
But it was much earlier than that. That thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away, and I had no part in it. That's what I've been puzzled about too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed to disguise herself as me. What was your impression of that Tingyun, if you recall? But I'm not very strong physically. Are you referring to my quick wits? So, what did she seem like to you? Oh, is that a compliment? I'm not sure if I'm deserving of that title. Was there anything particularly memorable?
Now's not the time for those kinds of jokes.
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the Tingyun you remember?
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
Oh, Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling a mix of regret and relief.
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, staying well-informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Lawfu before I return. If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case...
We wouldn't have crossed paths.
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days, rather than merely disguising herself. I regret missing out on your Sanjo journey. But everything that unfolded afterward, aside from the scheming, played out exactly as if I'd been there. This leads me to consider another possibility. Fantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be taken advantage of. I must take something back from her as well. But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you. That thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly. We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Fantilia made me act like somebody else. And now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement. Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
Aww.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
Miss Tingyun, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm him.
We'll see. I just hope the Tingyun in your memories won't be tainted by Fantilia anymore. Alright, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Let's continue on our way.
A dream about eons? Welcome to the Dreamscape Sandstorm. Dr. Edward at your service.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something exotic and preferably captivating.
Just a friendly reminder. Being too picky won't help you find the best dream. Just dampen your spirits ahead of time. That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions.
Not too long ago, I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfect real. The story unfolds in the Xianzhou Alliance, where a young sword master strives to become the sword champion. However, his junior Foxian sword just turned 100, puts him in a tough spot.
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance. Feel free to pick a few for me.
I love customers like you. So easy to work with.
So easy to take advantage of, you mean? Just don't pick anything weird, okay?
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you, my benefactors. After troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream.
Wow. That's really nice of you.
Here are the dream bundles I prepared. Thank you for your business.
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order. I suppose it's time to head back?
I can't believe it's time for Miss Ting-Yun to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet. Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail when he gets back. Has the messenger from the Xianzhou arrived yet?
Long time no see, everyone.
Madame Yukong?
I've imagined this moment many times. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word beforehand. But now it seems it was unnecessary. Ting-Yun, I'm here to take you home.
Madame Yukong, I wasn't expecting it to be you. What a wonderful surprise.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah, me of all people.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
You're still the same, carefree as always. I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the Luofu. Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it on the Xianzhou.
I have no doubt. But since we're alone here, may I ask you one more thing? Do I really have to go back to the Luofu?
Why? You don't want to?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron Mei, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me? It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Luofu and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this situation.
Take advantage of the situation? What do you mean?
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Fantilia herself. If possible, please inform the General, and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron Mei visited the Luofu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Fantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise. If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I want to know what you think. If you wish to go home, I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
Then I'm glad. I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise. There is someone who can attest to my true intentions. Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
Is that...
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memories. One of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far. Until now.
You mean her? What is she doing?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me. As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse. Madame Yukong, do you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but for a certain child, that was her first experience with the sky.
Of course I remember. Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
This flight was a turning point in my life. The boundless cosmos unfolded before me. I was completely mesmerized, not just by the view, but by a realization. In this world, there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore. Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild. Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the paths that lie beyond. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a traveling merchant.
My principles. Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will continue to uphold my principles. But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
Madame Yukong, you were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you? In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. But Madame Yukong, the gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns? If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox, not caught up in this war.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game. Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless. So, now I'll become a cunning speck of dust, and make those masterminds behind the curtains sneeze a few times.
Is this place also affected by the Order?
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. I changed my mind along the way. This journey has too many variables, so it shouldn't matter if we add another.
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your advantage. But that everything does not include Miss Robin.
Thank you.
Now then, Mr. 1 Week.
I'm not leaving. No way.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive, no matter the circumstances.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to her?
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell. I shouldn't put her at risk for my selfishness.
As you wish.
Shall we go then?
Let's go. Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first step. I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
It's nice to meet you, miss.
May I know your name?
My name is Wanweek. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Oh, you're a Dreamweaver. Thank you for all your hard work. You all are the reason the Dreamscape has been able to recover from this crisis.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge?
I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to relax. Ideally somewhere where I could see the stars. Before I knew it, I'd walked all the way here. I know these stars only exist in the dream, but...
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago. So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
You're very philosophical, Miss Wanweek. You remind me of someone I know. Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat.
A show? Here?
It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance. The kind that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live.
I see. In that case, the observation deck is a good choice. You can see all of Penacony from here. Distance can make some things appear more beautiful.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars before the show begins?
Of course. You don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking. This is Dream's Edge, after all, and the Dreamweavers are its true masters.
Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them, and it makes me feel uneasy.
What makes you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away, or because it's the unknown?
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what Penacony's future will be like. I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin.
You're too kind. I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but because of it, I was able to witness many pasts and think about many futures. My only real regret is that I left some things unsaid.
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Yes. He left in such a hurry that I didn't even get the chance to say goodbye.
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say.
But don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to encourage someone?
If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage?
It's someone who experienced failure recently and is about to embark on a long journey.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially after receiving a smile from you, Miss Robin.
But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people, but because of it, people have this misconception. They think that when he falls, he will stand back up faster than anyone else.
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not. Because before he stands up again, he will hesitate and agonize for ages over whether that is the right course of action.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have.
You may be right, but I still hope that he'll never change.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in the person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong approach when he failed, but I don't think he had the wrong intentions. We once stood together at the same starting line, but now it's his turn to fly for the stars. I believe he'll find the right path, even if he has to do it alone. We don't have to soar into the sky together, because I know we'll reunite one day, up there in the clouds.
I hope so.
Miss One Week, may I ask a favor? There's a jigsaw here I'd like to finish before I leave. If I have a Dreamweaver's help, maybe I'll be able to fill in the missing pieces.
The dream jigsaw. I see. I'll do my best.
Don't worry if you can't find them. Just think of it as us taking a walk together.
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
Thank you anyway. I expect the first jigsaw piece will be a part of the starry sky.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
Is this... It seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this profession. They hope to use these blessings as a foundation for the dreamscape. The second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of wings or a decoration made of feathers?
Maybe it's somewhere in between the two. It's a pair of broken wings.
We should keep looking.
It's okay. Let's use this one. We have enough. Let's go back.
It's done. Have a look. Soon, I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end. Maybe I'm stronger than you think. You must try to relax on your long journey, brother.
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit. But why did you do those unnecessary things?
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't? I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with regret?
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes. We only have one last stop. But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why did you become a nameless?
Why the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment. At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the sky still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive. To trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet, you stop and spend precious time on people just passing by. All the while you believe this is the natural course of action?
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also made a similar choice.
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still continue. You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have their own view of what it means to walk this path and will always try their best, no matter the situation. The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists under the stars. In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we harbor as many possibilities as the distant stars. The connections I gain on my journey are what is most precious to me. This is my way of the trailblaze and the reason why I decided to stay here.
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry too. I know how you feel right now. I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their past, the same way you're doing right here, right now. There was never a third person with us, was there?
I told you he'd find out.
I should have known nothing could escape your keen eyes. Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our final bow in this farewell performance.
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is still a bold move.
Don't worry, I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here, and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams. When I
returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a Stellaron.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop. Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Much like how babies also stretch their arms into the air when they are first born. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die. In order to flap my own wings and soar again. I will say goodbye, here, to the me of yesterday. I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away. While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely sever the halo from myself.
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family. Another reason is to feel pain. A pain like falling from the sky with broken wings that can keep me awake. This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order and, for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
Is that also how Mr. One Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with. It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest. I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun also divided my fragile self into two.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
You could say he's another possibility of me. I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood voices grew increasingly faint. Maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him. What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form. And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last stop. Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down, I'm also anticipating this possibility.
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated. Now, shall we begin? Anticipating this possibility. You've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey, where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person. I truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person. Or my fondness. I want to tell her that I love all her songs. Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped. Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall. But I won't become like you. I simply can't. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as decorum and stateliness. As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future, then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler? Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve this is through personal experience. You see? I'm already starting to make changes. Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate, and see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living, in their world. But what if you can't do it? Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints his sister. Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is. Then, be born as a human and die as one. A day of peaceful repose. Feeling lucky. And with my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On the planet of festivities, whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter. It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say, but as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice. When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time. Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all. No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad. Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
one must first step back onto the stage.
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh. This mortal form, watch over you and guide you on your path. Take out farewell.
I bet you're forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Echoes of the past need not fade away. Follow me to the stars. Hedge your bets. Watch your head. Overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me. Watch your head. Heard the call. Take out farewell.
Souls shall embrace. Stars echo.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off. This mortal form, watch over you and guide you on your path.
You're falling apart on your own. I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Watch your head.
Never hesitate!
Serenity is before me.
Fangs and claws got dull. The fear that kills not fear. I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
No dirty tricks. Sure, I'll play along. I'll overcome the thorns. Won't take out farewell.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you never hesitate.
Time has come. Let it be revealed. Is it inevitable for me?
May song bring us victory.
This mortal form, watch over you and guide you on your path. Hedge your bets. Spend freely. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off. Watch your head.
I venture forth to forever.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
It's of no consequence. Serenity is before me.
Never hesitate! I hope for an end to strife in the world. Wrapping it all together. Great. Stars echo.
Sure, I'll play along.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. The fear knows not fear. I venture forth to hunt. Forever.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
No dirt. Watch your head. This mortal form watch over you and guide you on your path. It's of no consequence. Spend freely.
Fangs and
The
claws
dice
got
have
dull.
been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off. Watch your head.
Never hesitate!
Spread the call. Doubt farewell.
Show me what you can do. I'll give the fear knows not fear.
No dirt. Watch your head. Sure, I'll play along. It's on me.
Fangs and claws got dull.
Serenity is before me. This mortal watch over you and guide you on your path.
Never hesitate!
No dirty trick. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off. Watch your head.
Great. Stars echo.
Hedge your bets.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! The fear knows not fear.
Doubt farewell.
Never hesitate!
I venture forth to hunt. Forever.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
It's of no consequence. Watch your head.
The fear knows not fear.
Sure, I'll play along. Serenity is before me. This mortal form watch over you and guide you on your path.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Never hesitate!
I venture forth to hunt. Forever.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
On this 8th day, I grant myself departure.
should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellaron on Penacony.
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one controlling the Stellaron?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival. And you've already defeated them. But Mr. Gopherwood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that the Harmony made. My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved. Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory, and even the family heads with their authority cannot enter the sacred site of the Harmony and inquire about the true will of the Great One. In the worst-case scenario, if Xipe turned a blind eye, how could the strong defending the weak hold up? Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
Well, thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Penacony were driven by the same concern. After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos. Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad that Penacony needs it.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. After all, you are one of my trailblazing goals.
About that, you've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior. Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions. As I move forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll consider. While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true Nameless. I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need, more than asceticism, is knowledge. Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
So this is why I brought him here. Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say whatever's on your mind.
turning into a good guy.
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. And when that day comes, it'll be farewell. Until then, rest assured that I will do my best to fulfill my duty as your companion.
Now that our business on Pensacola is settled, it's about time we get back on track and prepare for our next warp jump. Try?
No, we're still not quite there. Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand, for a genius, the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved. So, all-seeing presence, I ask you this. What is divinity?
Caramba, demorou mais do que eu pensava que ia demorar. Acho que vou deixar pra amanhã, então, Fórios. Pelo menos eu vou terminar tudo da quest do Sunday hoje. Então, acho que é isso. Ah, esqueci. Não. Eu não queria fazer isso.
Next, we have Melus.
Giving the Expresses...
And finally, planet not... Jeez. Euphorious stuff. Plus, it's a complete...
I feel the same.
Porra, vamos começar uma quest agora de Fórios.
Looks like Pom-Pom's gate's official then. Great. I'll be in my room.
Tá. Não começou. Bom, não deu pra falar com o Pum-Pum, né, de cara, então deixa quieto. Acho que não consegui praticamente nada de tiro, né? É, precisaria de muito mais do que isso. Então fica pra amanhã. Finalizar por hoje mesmo. Amanhã continua. É isso. Falou pra qualquer um que esteja assistindo aí.